Happy Valentine's Day, warriors. Although, for us, it hasn't really felt like Valentine's Day. I've been up since horrifically early. We've been to Dallas and back. We've been to Brian's bosses and back. We've been to my ex-husband's parents and back. It's just we've been driving so much, and my eyes are itchy because my allergies have been acting up because I just remembered that I should have taken my Zyrtec today and I didn't. But hi, if you've never been here before, I'm just a mom that rescued a dog that blew up on TikTok, and now I just blog about my life. But if you're interested, you can subscribe, follow along. I promise it's not always crazy bad news. Sometimes it's just really boring. So, I guess we just jump right into it. Princess had a fantastic doctor's appointment. She did. I'm so thrilled. Her legs are looking 1,000,000 times better. The medicated pads are working fantastically, and right after I'm done talking about all this, I'll piece in those images. They're a little bit too graphic for TikTok, Insta. I wouldn't even put them on Facebook. So without further ado, I'll show them off. As you can see, her legs look really good. I mean, they don't look great, but her doctor, and we actually saw a different one this time. Speaking of doctors, and I promise I won't blabber on and on and on, and it'll get better, but the doctors at the burn unit in Parkland Medical in Dallas are amazing. We have saw 2 different doctors and 2 different nurses, and their bedside manner is fantastic, and they are so sweet and very professional, but also able to explain things. And they, talked about the layers of skin with Jasmine and stuff, and it's answered my so many questions that I had. Like, I cannot say enough. If they send me a survey, I will take that survey because they have been awesome. And we're not even done yet. But that's the good news. We should be in the next couple of weeks. Her legs are actually healing ahead of schedule. She has got all new skin, and the only parts that have the medicated pad on them at this point are the redder parts that you saw in the photos. Everything else is already new skin, and she gets to put lotion on it now, which we have a special lotion that they sent home with us. And she can't itch. So itchy, and I know it is because she's told me so, but she can't itch. She has to moisturize, and we have to be very careful. And then come summertime, we have to use sunscreen, and it could be, they said, between 6 and 8 months until her color comes back. And Princess is dark. She is Hispanic, so we might see some discoloration, but they think that if nothing else, it's just going to be slightly lighter than the rest of her. So this is great news. She didn't cry when they cleaned it this time. It didn't actually look that bad. They told us last week to expect it to look horrible. Bruising, not bruising necessarily, but peeling skin and darkening areas. No, looks great. And then they sent home some more of the outer gauze and stuff to change it. We change it once a week before we go back in, and then they physically change out everything else. And it just makes it a whole lot easier. I'm not having to go in and wash it and clean it, because something as simple as a dog hair could cause infection, and I don't want that to happen. So for us, this was the better alternative. I talked to Brian about that because Jasmine actually made that decision, weighing both the pros and cons of it. And she was like, oh, well, Daddy can just clean it. Daddy does this for a living. You are completely correct, sweetheart, but I don't want to have to sterilize the bathroom every time we go to have to change your gauze every day. I don't. So, but it's working out great. She's healing. She's in really good spirits. That's all I could ask. We came home. We stopped at this gas station to get some gas, duh. And there was this little Mexican restaurant cart thing. Got the best cup of rice I have had since I've went down to the border when I was like princess's age on vacation. It was fantastic. And the kids didn't want that, of course. So we took them to McDonald's. And I'm not going to say anymore because that is a treat they don't normally get, but we were in a rush. And Boy and Batman were actually over at their Walita and Papa's house. And so after we got back here, oh no, that's not even that. No, we're not there yet. So strike that, forget it. We'll come back to it in a second. We got here and the door was locked and the key wasn't in his normal hidey place. So I'm calling Brian up, yo, where's the key? Well, I have it. Now you're just gonna have to come to my boss's house to pick it up. So we drive all the way into Athens and go to his boss's house, and they live in a gated community. Had to use a little key code thingy to get in. And we get there, and I get the key, and we're like, you know what? He's not going to be home for a couple more hours. We need to go pick up Boy and Batman, who are at their Walita and Papa's house. So we drive all the way to Walita and Papa's house, and we end up visiting. This is my ex-husband's mother and father. And they are wonderful people, and they adore the grandchildren, and I have no ill regards towards them whatsoever. They're great people. So we end up staying over there for over an hour, and Catboy and Minnie Mouse, it is not their grandmother and grandfather, but they treat them as such. And so Catboy gets there, we're at Lita's house, and his mom comes out and she hugs every one of the kids, and she's good to every one of them. So we ended up staying there for over an hour visiting, only to have to drive me back to my house. And I'm not gonna tell you how we did that in that Nissan Rogue with 5 kids, because it wasn't exactly the best option, but it was the option that we had. And then God love poor Ivy. She got in her car after dropping us off, and she drove all the way back. That is a mad Nina. She drove all the way back, and she lives an hour away from me. So we have been nothing but driving all day. And here comes, ooh, a boy is going to take a Minnie Mouse. And a Minnie Mouse is going to be angry. She's just going to have to deal with it. I promise I don't do that a lot. I really don't. I'm really weird about having my children watch their siblings. But I have 15-minute videos 3 times a week sometimes. She'd be okay. She's just spoiled because she's the baby. So, in other news, if you didn't watch my weight loss video, I'm starting to build muscle here. Look at that. I actually have a little muscle. And that's pretty cool to me because I've never in my life had definition in those. So it's kind of cool. My legs hurt so bad. I have been doing my squats and donkey kicks and where you kneel down. You can watch my Instagram. I do all that, and there's more that I do too. My legs hurt so bad. Like, it hurts to sit down, it hurts to stand up, it hurts to walk. It just hurts, guys, so bad. And also I've been doing the kind of like crunch push-up thingy. I suck at it, no lie. I didn't realize how weak I was. Like, I have had to have spouse open a pickle jar for me, so I can't even lie about that. But it's been like once, and I am convinced that the vacuum seal was stronger than what they led me to believe. So, whatever. He ain't ever gonna have to help me open a pickle jar again. I'm getting some guns. No, I'm really just lanky now. And it's weird because I don't see what y'all see, and I talk about this a whole lot. I really don't. I have to remind myself, and this is why I weigh in every single day, because I get those weekly averages, even though I'm not technically dieting anymore. I average out, like I averaged really low today at 137. And my normal weight should be 140. My weekly average is 138 right now because I weighed in so low this morning. And I actually double checked that because I'm like, why? I don't know. I don't know. And it does that sometimes. Weight fluctuates, between 2 to 3 pounds. And I'm pretty steady at 139. But then something stupid like that happens. And I'm sitting here like, did I not eat enough yesterday? That's another thing. I'm very used to eating and dieting the way that I have been, that it is actually physically difficult for me to consume the calories that I need to consume. And first world problems, right? Oh my God, you can't eat enough. Yeah, I can't. And it's weird and it's awful. And I'm trying to build muscle tone here because I am skinny with no lean muscle. I'm literally just skin and bones at this point. And I can do it. Never say you can't. I'm thinking very hard about, I had somebody reach out to me and I talked about this on TikTok, so if you're with me there, this is old news, but somebody has reached out to me about becoming a beach body coach. I looked into it, considering it. We'll kind of see. Joining a team, so it wouldn't necessarily be me going out on my own, but I feel like I could do a lot of good and help a lot of people while helping myself as well in building, because I have no idea the routines that I need to do to build muscle. I know I want my legs and my butt to look better. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've always promised honesty, so here we are. I know I want my arms to look better, specifically, under here, just because I have a lot of loose skin. But overall, this might help me, and I want to do good. I do. We're still looking for a house. I get questions about that all the time. We might be here a little longer than expected, and it sucks. And there's not, it sucks. The next jump we make isn't going to be into a rental property. It's not. I would like the next jump we make to be into a house that we're buying, where there's an end game to all the money that you put into it. So we'll kind of see. I'm not tripping on it. I haven't shown anybody yet, but my mommy got me some awesome loose tees. I'll be right back and I'll show y'all. It's pretty cool. I got it. So my mom got me one for Christmas, and she got me the Valentine's Day one. Is the, can you do it? Vadam. And apparently it is one of Oprah's favorite things, and it is one of Mariah Carey's favorite things, and that doesn't mean crap to me, but I love a good loose tee. So whatever, yeah. Oprah's favorite thing from 2018. That's apparently a big deal. I'm sorry, I don't watch you, Oprah. But then again, here I am talking about stuff that I like, and she's not wrong. That's all I'm gonna say to it, but whatever. But you get 10% off. Anybody can use that. So go yourself on Amazon, use VADAM10. Let me get over to where it is. And go get 10% off and order yourself some tea. This is my favorite. I have sniffed it. This is the Earl Grey and Masala Chai. Oh, it smells. Their spouse. This smells so good. Their Christmas one is really good too. And they were 2 big tins. This is the Sweet Himalayan Detox Green Tea. This one doesn't like have a smell though. I can't smell it over the chai one, but this is the one I really need to be drinking so I can detox all the bad stuff out of my body. And then this is another chai. The Saffron Masala Chai Spice Black Tea. This one's a little bit lighter. My favorite one, and the one that I smell the most, is this one, the Earl Grey. I'm a sucker for a good Earl Grey. Love green tea. And then what was this? A black tea. I like a good black tea. It's nice and dark. I have to be in the mood for that though, really. But I have a little tea infuser that looks like a little leaf. And it's my little Picket tea infuser. I keep it on my Harry Potter shelf. Speaking of which, y'all haven't seen that shelf since I moved it, being one of the biggest things. I might have to do that. But I have talked your heads off enough. There's this. Come here, my beauty. Oh, he's my little shadow cat. Who's my little shadow cat? You're a beautiful little shadow cat. She drools Like, it's really weird. She'll go and she'll, shake her head like cats do and just drool everywhere. We don't know why, but she's a pretty girl, isn't she? There you go, my love. I'm gonna get off here, though. And I will see y'all Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope y'all had a great day.